Hello everyone, I'm Rachel and I welcome you all to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with Brian Leedman. Brian is the chairman of Nutritional Growth Solutions. They're a global nutrition company creating supplements to support growth development in children and young people. Here at 𝐊𝐴𝐚, we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates, all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock markets and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. A very warm welcome to you, Brian.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me.
Good to chat to you today. Now, firstly, Brian, could you tell me more about Nutritional Growth Solution and what does the company do that you're proud of?
Well, thanks for asking. So the company is actually an Israeli company that we brought here to the Australian Stock Exchange, and we listed in about July last year, which has been a tremendously good listing for investors as well. Share price has been significantly higher and you know, it fluctuates up and down. But the thing that we're most proud of is that we're actually a unique company in that we have the only product that actually assists children to achieve their optimal height. And we've done clinical trials in Israel that were done at a prestigious Schneider Institute for Children, a major hospital in Tel Aviv. And it showed that the kids in that study who received the Healthy Height formula actually grew on average about 30% taller than the children who were on placebo. And so that was an incredible outcome, and you know, we're commercializing this product worldwide. We have sales in the United States, we just started selling in China, we've got sales in Italy, and we're growing, and the actual sales figures for the company exceed expectations every quarter. We keep hitting new record sales.
That sounds absolutely fantastic, and I believe you have successfully completed a recent share placement that raised $5 million. Congratulations for that, Brian. Now, could you tell me, how are you planning on using that money?
Well, we're very much a marketing play. So we have our primary products that are already being developed and commercialized, being Healthy Height. And so that product is really marketing. It's about getting the branding awareness and distribution channels widening. So currently we're selling through Amazon in the United States. But we're also expanding those sales onto actual shelves in pharmacies. So there's expenditure going into growing that particular sales channel, and also we recently entered into Italy, and the sales for the first quarter in Italy were over $500,000. That was a terrific first quarter, and moving into China is actually a really huge market opportunity for us, and we've made some strategic hires there to facilitate our introduction into that market. And most importantly, we just signed up Chemist Warehouse in China as a distribution partner for our products in China. So this takes cash, I suppose, in order to grow the sales and awareness and marketing for the company. And I think that'll pay tremendous dividends in the short term.
Fabulous. Congratulations on that distribution deal. Now, can you tell us about your three-pillar growth strategy? And do you think that Healthy Heights could make it to be a global household name?
Well, I think it can, because if you think about where Healthy Height came from, it was actually a licensing deal that was done with GlaxoSmithKline some years ago for $15 million, where they acquired the rights to the product in India. And it's actually sold in India today under the Horlicks brand, and it's available right across India, across all the pharmacy chains. So I don't actually have visibility in the sales of Healthy Height in India, but we do know the sales must be very good because it's so widely available. And so we don't get a royalty from that, but we obviously own the product throughout the rest of the world. So Healthy Height has the potential to be a household brand name across the world for children who want to achieve their optimal height. And that's something that I think that's a tremendous opportunity for investors as well, but also for some big companies in the space that are actually like just say, for example, like the Nestlés of the world. We may well become an acquisition target for companies like that as we continue to grow our brand.
Fabulous. Now, you've mentioned China and the US markets there. What impact do you think Healthy Heights could have on those markets?
Well, we're already having an impact in the US market, so we're having record sales quarter on quarter. But I'd really like to see us transitioning solely from being an online sales on Amazon into actual shelves in retail supermarkets and pharmacies, which is what we're progressing towards. So the US market has tremendous growth to it, and the Chinese market is obviously the biggest market globally for us. And we've actually moved production moving production of the Healthy Heights formula into New Zealand, so that we can actually have a New Zealand packaged product, so made and manufactured and packaged in New Zealand, specifically for the Chinese market. So that's all part of our marketing campaign, and I think that the Chinese market will benefit tremendously from a unique product, because we are focused on we're not focused on the babies, the pediatric space. That's a pretty crowded space. We're talking about kids over the age of 3 right up to puberty, and that's not a crowded space. And it is, I would say, any competitors in that space, they're not clinically proven. We're the only clinically proven product available, and that's a big point of difference for us.
Absolutely. And you have received positive results from a clinical trial for your Grow Daily Boys 10 Plus formula. What can you tell us about this range?
Well, this is an interesting one, because everything that we do is clinically trialed. And we did have an interesting outcome for this teenage space, where the older participants in the study, so we're talking about kids who are actually turned out to be 11.4 years and above, who consumed our Growth Daily Boys 10 Plus formula, they maintained their height increase, while the participants taking the placebo formula displayed a decrease in their height increase rate. So in other words, the kids who received our product actually continued to grow at the same increased rate, but the kids on the placebo actually grew at a slower rate. So clearly this product was having a significant effect in their height development, and that's a tremendous outcome for us, as again proves the clinical basis for our products. And I think that's a big point of difference, particularly for someone like me who's been very much involved in the biomedical space for many years.
And Brian, just finally, where do you see the company going in the future?
Well, I probably touched on earlier that I think that we're going to grow our sales and our impact into various new markets. So we're chasing new markets, new marketing channels, and ultimately we may well end up being a target for a takeover at some point in the future by a bigger company. Look, we are a publicly listed company. We have investors. I'm an investor myself, and we want our investors to make money. And so we're going to continue to grow our presence and brand awareness and our product platforms, expand it so that we can become more visible to the bigger players. I believe we already are somewhat visible to them already. I certainly know that large companies have been paying attention to this new product that's actually gaining significant awareness in these new markets or expanding markets. So I think that's where the future is heading for us, and we'll see if I'm right down the line.
Excellent. Well, it does seem like a very bright future indeed. Thank you, Brian, for your time. It's been great to chat to you today.
And thank you, Rachel, for having me again. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I will sign off for today, but watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with 𝐊𝐴𝐚.